Hey guys, this is Tattoo Tony, and today we're going to be exploring the City Methodist Church in Gary, Indiana. This church was built in 1926 for the astronomical cost of over $1 million. That would actually translate to over $7 million today. About half of the money was donated by the U.S. Steel Corporation. The corporation actually founded Gary. Here's some photographs from the first video. If you didn't catch that, you definitely want to go back and watch it. Also, there will be a third video that's got another gigantic room that's just, fantastic. It'll blow your mind. The upper floors here that I'm about to explore were pretty sketchy. The money that they put into this church, it was really on full display. The church really is massive. It was originally a 9-story piece of eye candy that was built in an English Gothic style. It incorporated stonework, countless molded arches, towering pillars, and of course, copious amounts of stained glass. This building, I gotta be honest, it looked like something that was picked up right out of England and transported right into the middle of Indiana. During this church's heyday, it had about 3,000 people in its congregation. I believe it could seat around 1,000 at a time. The decline happened when the steel industry started to crash, and by the mid-70s, Gary's population dwindled significantly, and the congregation had dropped down to the low hundreds. The upkeep was just too much to handle. By 1975, the church was closed for good. And in pretty short manner, as we usually see, the grounds fell victim to disrepair and vandalism. Multiple films. This might be one of the most famous abandoned churches in the United States, if not in the top 3 in the world. Multiple films have used this church as a backdrop, including A Nightmare on Elm Street, I believe the remake, and Transformers 3. The church is now dangerously unstable, and I think it's a favorite spot for urban explorers. You can find quite a bit about it online. The town's actually hoping to repurpose this church as a ruins garden, and if they're successful, it'd probably be the largest one in the United States. I believe they have quite a few of these in Europe. They'll knock down the stuff that could possibly fall on you and the dangerous stuff and leave as much as they can of the walls and turn it into kind of like a walking garden. You could have photos done here. Perhaps weddings could be held. It would be a good spot for it because, I felt like I was walking through, ancient ruins, like a castle. Not too many places that I go have this kind of feel. This prosperous company town was once a playground for Chicago architects, and you can see that traveling around and looking at Gary. They've just got some amazing architecture there. Unfortunately, I believe some has been lost already. And again, they'd like to make a ruins garden. Hope possibly that it could be a public park, host weddings, performances, and special events. ruins similar to this litter England and continental Europe, but like I said, these are less common in the United States. I really hope they're successful at making a ruins garden. Again, it would end up probably being the largest in the U.S. Some other interesting information I'm going to try to dig back up was that early on this church allowed black congregants, and the church wanted to do that in defiance of the Ku Klux Klan, which had quite a foothold at the time, and I think that's pretty cool. I'm trying to dig out the the date of that. I've just read so much so far about Gary that it's hard for me to separate everything. Let me get back to that. I hate that when you can hear my cell phone go off in the video. So the church was built in 1926, and I believe almost from the beginning, like I said, they allowed black congregants. This look out the window was pretty cool. You can see me getting a close-up of the window latch. I always like to do that. It's interesting to see what sort of devices and latches were used in the past. See that sketchy looking bridge? I almost crossed that damn thing. I think Andrew did, but we were separated at the time. I show you what's on the other side. I just found a way to get over there without having to cross that thing. It did not look all that safe. These are some of the surrounding buildings you can see in Gary from the rooftop here. Make sure you check out the third part of this video too. There's really going to be some cool stuff there. If you want to come here to Gary and explore, you're supposed to, and we did, pay $50 a day to explore some of these buildings. And this is the first time. I found it kind of strange, but you get a permit from the film and film and media office of the city, and you give them $50 and fill out a paper, and they give you a permit to come into these buildings. Otherwise, if you're checked by the police or security without a permit, you'll probably face some sort of fine. I don't know, but me and Andrew both give them their $50. This was another pretty cool area. By the way, guys, make sure you're checking out Andrew's Instagram Focus Grim, FOKUSGRIM, no spaces. He puts up some just absolutely phenomenal pictures from these explorations. He doesn't put them all up at once, though, so sometimes...
Glad I didn't walk across that sketchy bridge, because there's an easy way to get over here. Yes, that's why you may want to walk around first before you do something stupid.
Sometimes you gotta wait for some of the photographs because he releases them slowly. Also, he's gonna be putting up a website soon. He's working on that, so I'll link you guys up to that website as soon as it's up, and please go create some traffic there for him once he has that up. Help support him, because I need him to be able to do this. And so if you guys help support him, it'll keep me doing this, keep him involved. This was a crazy thing to step out onto. I didn't stay there too long. So keep an eye out for the third part of this. You'll really enjoy it. It's worthwhile. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, share.